And we'll see if Setcher the Imperishable can take out the king of the Bretonnians, Lewin Leoncoeur, right now. So round 2 between these two great players. ODM Imperator going to be up 1-0 at the moment. Yeah, it's a best of 5. Okay, so starting with the Tomb Kings, let's see what Imperator has brought us. We're going to have a front line of Tomb Guard. So 1, 2, 3 Tomb Guard. Skeleton Spearmen holding down the flanks. And then we're going to have Sepulchral Stalkers, 3 of them, as well as the Eyes of the Desert, which are going to be the ROR Sepulchral Stalkers. We have some Skeleton Spearmen here, holding down the back line, which is going to bring it to a total of 3. And then, are we going to have the dreaded Bone Giant? Bone Giant going to be here, provide that long-range artillery fire, basically. A beautiful model, one of the cooler looking units in the game, in my opinion. Then we're going to have a Necrotect. Necrotect here is going to be on a chariot. He's going to have Elixir and Restore, Elixir of Might. He's going to have Archon the Black next to him too, and Archon looks like he's a little bit lopsided, but I guess it's just the terrain. He's got Tomb Blade of Archon, Livor Mortis, Spirit Leech, Aspect of the Dread Knight, and some other passives. Now for the Bretonnians, we have, holy shit, 5 units of Foot Squires up front. We got Battle Pilgrims on either flank. We've got 2 units of Men-at-Arms, and we've got 2 units of Spearmen-at-Arms. Got 3 archers, so 3 regular old peasant bowmen. We've got a Grell Relique. Make that 2 Grell Reliques to apply immune to psychology and a leadership debuff, or a leadership buff for all units in range. As you can see here with Icon of Devotion, plus 12 leadership. It's insane. Big radius too, a 55-meter radius. So that's going to be absolutely vital to prevent terror routes if the Bone Giant decides to dive into combat. And then for the back line, we've got Knights of the Realm, as well as the Companions of Quenelle, and the Fey Enchantress, of course. Fey Enchantress going to be on top of her lovely Unicorn Sovereign, going to have Chalice of Potions, Favor of the Fey, and Arcane Conduit with Earthblood. So, time to see what happens. The Spirit Leech going down on top of the Companions of Quenelle, and Earthblood upgraded going down to counteract that and keep models alive on top of the Companions, but they have already lost models. That's why Spirit Leech is so nice to use there. They're down to 35 models, already at a deficit of 10 models from when the battle started. Alright, Bone Giant. Bone Giant drives me nuts sometimes. One of those units where I'm just like, maybe you're a bit too good, but look at this. Here, oh, Net of a Mintok going down. I totally missed the Lich Priest of Light Magic pinning the Companions of Quenelle in place for the Bone Giant and all of the Sepulchral Stalkers to open up. They have magical ammunition for their ranged attack, and they're actually doing really, really good right now. This is not looking the best for the Bretonnians if they're going to lose the Companions of Quenelle so quickly. They're down to 18 models. So even that Overcast Earthblood just isn't going to do enough to bring them back to full health. Looks like they're going after Necrotect. Necrotect diving into all of these Bretonnian peasants. Companions of Quenelle are going to get caught up on some Skeleton Spearmen, so they're not going to get the best charge on top of them. And I have a feeling that the Necrotect will be able to escape without too much difficulty. Over here, Sepulchral Stalkers getting targeted by Peasant Bowmen. The peasants seem to be doing well for themselves. And then in terms of the infantry engagement, looks like Foot Squires do trade well against Tomb Guard. I believe they're both the same price. I may be wrong. I think Tomb Guard actually may be $750, while the Foot Squires are $650. But in any case, the front line for the Bretonnians seems to be doing well for itself. The 2 Grell Reliques, one of them's down to half health from the Bone Giant, but that's actually kind of good because it means the Bone Giant isn't shooting down the Knights of the Realm or the Companions of Quenelle. And we'll see what happens from here. Right now, Archon the Black pulling into the back lines. Other Grail Knight coming over here, and Earthblood going down to help heal up these Foot Squires. And honestly, this is interesting. Oh, here comes the Chalice of Potions, going to go down on top of these Skeleton Spearmen, decimate them. And that was a very nice pickup for the Bretonnians. If these Battle Pilgrims finish off these Skeleton Spearmen soon, they can really cause some trouble for the Tomb Kings in the back line. Ushabti summon has come down, but it's going to compromise these archers, but the Bretonnians can easily turn this infantry around if they notice, and it looks like they just did, and the Ushabti have not been given attack orders, so it's going to give the Bretonnians much needed time to push their bowmen forward and push their spearmen over here to counter the movement of the Ushabti and protect them. Archers are going to continue firing away. It looks like they've almost taken care of these Sepulchral Stalkers. Their armor's 80, so, you know, going to be able to resist a lot of that fire, but still going to give a lot of damage over time if you let them continue firing on you. Over here, this Grell Relique is holding this leadership, the leadership of the Bretonnian left flank firmly together. And the thing to remember is the Ushabti Bone now with, the Bone Giant is no longer targeting this. So right now you have two flanks of Bretonnian soldiers who have a +12 leadership buff as well as immune to psychology. That is really bad for the Tomb Kings. Now this match is far from over. The Ushabti summon doing a good job taking out some Knights of the Realm, but the Spearmen have effectively held it in place, and now it's almost going to time out of its existence. Fey Enchantress is still very, very healthy, taking some damage from the Sepulchral Stalkers, and it looks like I just jinxed her, because now she is in striking distance for all of these breath attacks, and she's probably going to take a ton of damage, and the Bone Giant may be targeting her as well, and there it goes. Bringing her down to nearly half health there. This net should... Alright, yeah, the net is going to wear off now. Earthblood has been cast, and that's going to help out the Grell Relique a lot. But as Spirit Leech is going down, I think the Tomb King player here recognizing the value of this unit, and he is going to be able to kill it off with that Spirit Leech. Going to be just enough. Archers are still very, very healthy, and they have good ammunition. So... while this is a close battle, I'm going to give the Bretonnians a slight edge here because the ammunition is running low on the Bone Giant. Arc on the Black has already taken some good damage. There's enough cav to counter the Chariot play so far. And I don't think, the Tomb Kings are going to be able to cycle charges to victory, but the balance of power is still in favor of the Tomb Kings at the moment. And what is Bretonnia doing here? You have to push through. Remember to not let a single unit of undead... There's 6 models here, and all of these units haven't been given attack orders. They need to put pressure on the Sepulchral Stalkers. They need to put pressure on the Bone Giant. They need to put pressure on everyone. I don't know if it's going to change the end result, but this is the kind of thing that can lose you a battle very quickly. These guys are sitting idle for the better part of a minute at this point. They need to be given an order. Over here, the Peasant Bowmen doing a good job. They've taken care of the Necrotect. They need to start targeting Arc on the Black, which it looks like they're going to be doing. And now these guys have been given attack orders, and we're going to see 2 Foot Squires and 2 Men-at-Arm, or a Men-at-Arm with a Battle Pilgrim finally start to get into that back line and apply the pressure they need to. Bone Giant is out of ammunition completely, and now it looks like Arc on the Black is even getting attacked by the Fate Enchantress. She's going to throw down an Earthblood, and it looks like she's going to try and pull out from there. Oh, here comes another Chalice of Potions. It looks like the Tomb Guard are not going to dodge it. Not sure if it's going to do the most damage, as it seems like there's more units over here. But there it goes, still doing a respectable amount of damage. And those Skeleton Warriors probably not going to be long for this world. Speaking of not being long for this world, we'll see if Archon the Black can be slippery enough to escape with his life, or if he's just going to run into the loving embrace of all these Peasant Bowmen and get shot to death. Yeah, balance of power is starting to go in Bretonnia's favor. Terror kicking in on top of these Foot Squires, though. Fey Enchantress staying on top of Arc on the Black like butter on bread. But now, this may have been the moment the Tomb Kings were waiting for. The Fey Enchantress getting separated from her formation. No infantry here to support her. Bone Giant, Archon, and the Eyes of the Desert Sepulchral Stalkers are in here on top of her. And it's all about if these Peasant Bowmen, and there's only one with ammunition left, so I don't even know if these Peasant Bowmen are going to be able to save her. But there she goes. She gets out, and with her speed, she'll be able to survive and continue fighting. And Arc on the Black is just so low on health. 521 HP left. Lich Priest with the light magic is still very healthy, but he's on foot, and I just think the Bretonnians aren't really prioritizing killing him at the moment. Faye Enchantress going in. It looks like she got a nice charge on top of Archon the Black and is desperately trying to finish him off. Oh, man, he is so slippery. But there he goes. He's getting stuck on some of his own units. Got Bretonnian infantry in front of him and the Fae Enchantress behind him. There goes Archon the Black, and I think that is going to break the back of the Tomb King forces, and we're going to see a Bretonnian victory from here. Excuse me, from here. I'm still going through puberty, forgive me. But yeah, Bone Giant's leadership going to start falling apart, and as is the case with most of the undead factions, without their leader, they start suffering some serious penalties. Bone Giant just punching peasants in the face. Foot Squires diving over here with the Fae to take out these Sepulchral Stalkers. Their armor piercing is going to be great. Mist of the Fae popping down on top of them, coming that damage over time, and there they go. Looks like we're seeing the Shatter. Bone Giant's the last thing on the field, and he's going to die in a moment right in front of the glorious Tower of Hoeth. That's a big tower. Mind blown. Down goes the Bone Giant. Yeah, great game. Both players getting a ton of kills and some really nice plays from the Tomb Kings here. Tons of kills on the Tomb Guard, tons of kills on the Sepulchral Stalker, ROR, and Archon. Like, yeah, both of them played this beautifully. Bretonnia coming out on top at the end with some very keen micro. And I think just the infantry overwhelming power, just really able to keep them to the fight, even though early on their cav really took a number. They took a beating. It was quite devastating to see the Bretonnian cav go down so quick, but clearly the 5 Foot Squires, the 2 Grail Reliques, everything there, it really allowed the leadership to hold and gave the Bretonnians the victory in the end. So